If you meet me there and say hi to me, you can also get a lanyard if you want to. I bring a few extra, so you can also grab yourself one when you actually meet me there. So that'd be kind of cool. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I will talk about my most anticipated game of Spiel this year. I will use this geek preview list. There is a geek preview list here on Board Game Geek, and you can set your games to must-have, interested, undecided, not interested, all of these things. And how I usually do it is I mark everything as must-have, either games that I have pre-ordered or games I have reserved and will buy at Spiel for sure, or those that I'm really interested in and I'm trying to get a copy, but I might not get one, right? But these are the games that I really either want to have or at least want to take a good look at. And then I will put other games as interested. These are just games I'm generally interested. I have those. I would put those in the Spiel app on my mobile phone, and then when I get to that booth, I will take a look at the game and then decide whether I want to get it or not. For this video, I will not talk about every game because there are 140 games that I'm generally interested in. But I will briefly talk about all the must-have games, and then I will just talk about a few select games that I'm interested in. All right, before we get started, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's go. All right, let's start off with Aqualuma. This is by Spiel Verlag. This, I think, is the German and English version, and this is a cooperative dice placement game. It looks pretty cool. I always like these nature themes and nature preservation, animals, all that kind of stuff, right? And it is an underwater theme where you playing cooperatively and placing dice, which is pretty cool. I also like the look of it. It's this washed out underwater kind of thing. Then we have Barbecubes. This is a game that I already have because I got a review copy by Alpine Games, and I've already played it. I will not say too much about it, but you will see a review for that after Spiel. But I would have probably gotten it at Spiel anyway, right? This is a dexterity game where instead of stacking little blocks of fire and wood, like in Tinder blocks, the other game by Alpine Games, you stack barbecue stuff on your barbecue, right? Like meat and all that kind of stuff, and fish. And there also is a veggie version of this game that I don't have at the moment, but it's I think it's the same. Should be this one here. It's the same thing, just with veggies instead, which is even cooler, I think. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that as well. Then we have Between Light and Shadow, Chapter 2. This is by Board Game Raccoon. You may remember them because I already reviewed Khlor, Roll and Heist on my channel. And Between Light and Shadow, Chapter 1, either I have already published a video on that on my channel, or I will very, very soon, within the next 1 or 2 weeks. And they are coming out with Chapter 2 at Spiel. So I would highly suggest, if you're interested in quite unique solo games that have a little bit of story and quite a few interesting mechanisms, that you keep an eye out for Chapter 1 on my channel. And then if you like that, you can also visit Board Game Raccoon. They will probably have Chapter 1 there as well for sale. And then you can also jump into Chapter 2. Looking forward to that. I think there are quite a few changes here. Next up, we have Big Sur. I don't know too much about this, but it's you draft cars and then you build road sections. Can we see that here? Yeah, we have a little image here where you can see that a little bit. You are building up these roads, and I've heard very good things about it. I've also heard voices that say, it's not bad, but a few things are missing. But some people have actually suggested me to play that. Unfortunately, this has no official solo mode, but I think you can play it solo because if you look here, right, community says 1 to 4 players. So I guess you can play it solo. Next up, we have Capybara Crush. I've pre-ordered that as well. That is a tableau building game. And you're trying to add these capybaras to your roster, and you can stack them, as you can see here. It's absolutely adorable. And the cool thing is this is a game that you can play solo as well. So very much looking forward to that. I've already pre-ordered that. Then Cascadia Alpine Lakes. I've put this on must-have just because I have played the game already. And I don't know if I have published my Kickstarter preview yet. If not, it will come out very, very soon as well. Loads of videos coming out now before Spiel. And this one I have had the opportunity to preview. And spoiler, I really like this. So this is a standalone follow-up where you like build up as well. Can you see it here? Yeah, you're stacking tiles on top of each other, which is a very interesting mechanism. But this is not a family game anymore, at least in my opinion. This definitely is a more gamer game, so to speak. Wait, that is definitely a lie. So they will have a demo copy at Spiel, so you can take a look at the game already. Otherwise, during Spiel, there will be also the Kickstarter campaign that you can back. And yeah, if you like Cascadia and just want to have a little bit more substance to the game, this might be your best bet. Then next up we have Cat in the Tower. This is a dexterity stacking game, kind of similar to that Rhino Hero game, I think. Like, you see, you have like these parts of a house, like of buildings and roofs that you stack, and you always also put cats on that. I actually wrote to the publisher and asked them if it's possible to reserve a copy, but they haven't replied. So I hope I will be able to get one of those, because first of all, I love dexterity games. And secondly, I hardly ever get them to the table unless they have a solo mode. And this one has a solo mode, right? Also, it's very adorable. It's really cute. Look at these meeples here. This is really great. So this is definitely like one of the games I really want to have. This is like very high on my list. Then we have Deckers. This is a deck building game that kind of is like this. I think it's like this cyberpunky kind of theme. It is a re-implementation of Renegade, and Renegade was quite popular as well. 7.6. That's a pretty good score. 1.3 thousand ratings. It's like quite complex, as you can see, and this is now like a re-implementation. I'm really looking forward to playing that as well. I don't need to buy it at Spiel. I can only also like maybe get a copy later on, but this is definitely very high on my list as well, because it plays up to 4 players, but from what I've heard, it's best solo and at a 2-player count. You can see it here. So yeah, great. Definitely looking forward to that, because if it doesn't take up too much table space, this would be good for my channel to actually show off. Next up, we have Deep Space Dine, another play a game by Voynich Puzzle, just like Between Light and Shadow, Part 2, right? And this is like a cooperative, a solo game, and you have like a deck builder and a choose and write game. There's like the German thing here, but here you see like a few images here of the cards. I like the art style quite a bit, and Voynich Puzzle always has like very unique games. I can highly suggest looking into them for sure. Then we have Dungeons of Doria, Arcane, Abominations. I have recorded a video on Dungeons of Doria, a full playthrough, almost 2 hours, just for you, because this is a game that I really, really like. And I've backed the expansion, this one here, Arcane Abominations, on GameFound, and I have set it for pickup in Essen. So I will pick this up there. Really looking forward to that, because we have like new rooms, as you can see here, with new room events. We have new loot cards, new opponents, new characters. We have more monster modifiers, and also new player boards. And also we have like more scenarios, more campaigns, loads of stuff in here. It's really, really great. Definitely looking forward to that a lot. Then Endangered Rescue, that's not the game that I want to talk about. This is like one of the escape room games, so to speak. That's not the game I want to talk about. I want to talk about Endangered in general. I have brought my first playthrough to the channel, where I play the tigers, where I show you how the tigers work. But I have been in contact with Grand Gamers Guild to get like all the other expansions I've been missing so far. I've purchased them already, but they will bring them to Spiel for me, so I can bring them to the channel as well. So yeah, looking forward to having like all of the other expansions. Very great. If you want to see how like the original Endangered works, feel free to check them out on my channel. I'm actually talking about this game here, Endangered. There we go. This is the game I'm talking about. I got like all the expansions ordered now. Australia was currently like on crowdfunding. American Red Wolf I already own, but I will have the new species here, and then also the giant pandas and the butterflies, which I just missed. Then Farmhand. This is like a very small pocket-sized game that you can play solo, but also up to 4 or 5 players. It's like a 21 card micro game. You can like pretty much like take it anywhere, they say, although the box looks a little bit larger, but I don't know. It's like kind of a bidding game and also trick taking, something like that, right? So very interesting. I don't like bidding too much, but you can play it solo. It's a micro game. It plays quickly. The theme is also really nice. I do like the artwork as well. Can you see it on screen? Yeah, like the artwork's really great as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. I have talked to them already, tried to reserve a copy, but they said if I go there on Thursday or even Wednesday, then I will definitely get a copy. So I would like in the first thing in the morning, I would go here and grab myself a copy. Then we have Freigard. You may know that I'm a real huge fan of Impatience games. And this one is actually even designed by Rainer Knizia, which is amazing. Impatience actually got Rainer Knizia to design a game for them. Impatience, just for you to know, these are like all of the Oniverse games here, which I've shown off most, or like at least a lot of them on my channel. I've shown off Last Minute. I've also shown off R.A.V.E.L and Sphinx and Scoventer. So, yeah, I really, really like their games. And now they come out with more games at Spiel. One of them is Freigard. It's another pure solo game. And you like have to like, it's like a hand management and like a risk-taking game, right? And you always have like difficult choices of like cards you have in your hand. Either you score or you can improve your hand. So sounds very interesting, sounds simple. Really looking forward to that. Also the artwork is nice again. So yeah, this is definitely a must-have for me. I will meet Shady from Impatient Games anyways, as I do every year pretty much, and I'm sure that he will show those games to me, so maybe I can even like demo them. Let's see. Then I made a mixtape. This actually has two designers, Dan Hughes, but also Mike DeLisio. Yes, Mike DeLisio from the Dice Tower, and to be honest, Mike DeLisio is next to Z, one of my most favorite content creators from the Dice Tower, and I actually got a review copy of this. I already have the game here at home. I would have gotten it at Spiel. They have like very few copies, so if you want to get this game, you would have to be like early, right? Because they only have a few copies there. But I'm lucky that Mike DeLisio offered me to review this game, so I will bring you like a review after Spiel of this game. Really looking forward to that. Great theme, and you like. Essentially, you're putting up a tableau of like these cassette decks. You're trying to line up these tapes and also genres. So it will be quite interesting, I think. Then next off, we have Journey to Turner This is also one of the escape room games by Grand Gamers Guild, just like the Endangered game you saw. And I have brought some of the escape room games to my channel already. This one I have backed on crowdfunding, so this will come quite soon, I think. And then I will also show it off on the channel. Next up, we have Khlor. I already own the game. I don't know if you can buy copies at Spiel, but at least they will be there at Spiel, right? So, like Tempo Games, like old friends of mine, so to speak, because I've been showing off all their previous games on my channel. Like some very old videos, but recently I also showed off 5 More Minutes, and also Khlor I actually showed off as well in my Kickstarter preview. I got like one of the very, very few, very exclusive copies with the backers' names in there. So yeah, it's a very, very cool game. It's a very good abstract game. Very thinky, very puzzly, but quite a lot of fun. Plays up to 5 players. You can play it solo, and very nice components as well. I really need to do like another video on that. All right, then we have Krakel Orakel. I think this doesn't even have a German name yet, an English name yet. But essentially, the original is a game where every player gets a board, just like this, and they need to like stay on the lines to draw whatever that card says. It's a really great party drawing game. It was nominated for Spiel des Jahres. It lost to Bombbusters, of course it did, but still, it's a very cool game, and they will have promo cards there. So I definitely want to get those. Last Minute, I have already shown that off on my channel. 6-9, I don't think that's a good score. I think the game is better than that, seriously. But it's a real-time game that you can play solo as well, but also up to 5 players. I have shown off the video on my channel, I've shown off the game on my channel in a video, so check that out. You can also get that at Impatience Games again. Then next up we have Mayor of Chicago, also in Patience games. So they're really going out strong this year. It's another pure solo game, and this is like again like a game with like tough choices and tight management. I'm not quite sure who that designer is. I need to check out what else they did, but it's quite interesting, I think. So definitely also want to take a look at that because you're like building out like the city, and you're like hire assistants as well, and you're just trying to gather like enough votes, right? So it's quite a cool theme again. Looking forward to that. Then we have Otter by Charming Games as well, just like Capybara Crush. It's another tableau builder where you like build your otters like this, right? Very cute, and the cool thing is, yes, you can also play that solo again. And I've even heard, oh yeah, it says here as well, that it's best at a solo game. So I've pre-ordered this. So I would definitely get this at Spiel because yeah, I have this pre-ordered, so you will definitely or most likely at least see a video on my channel for that. Next up we have R.A.V.E.L, R-A.V.E.L, Rare Artifact, Vertiginous Enigmatic Logical. This is horrible to pronounce. A very good game, 7.7. Wow, that's a great score, and rightfully so. This is a very, very clever dice manipulation games where you're trying to like manipulate the dice that you roll here, and then you need to like fulfill like the contracts of these cards, so to speak, these conditions, and then you get like new things how you can like manipulate your dice. Very, very good game. I have a video on my channel. If you like really good thinky and puzzly solo games, I really suggest you check out the video on my channel because it's a very good game, and they will have that at Spiel as well. So if you're at Spiel and if you enjoy what you see in my video, I definitely suggest you should get this. Then we have Raas, A Dance of Love. This is like a dice drafting tableau builder. I wanted to get this last year already, but then they didn't have it in Spiel, and now they did a redesign. Oh, really good rating so far. You can play the solo with up to 6 players, and it's like a really interesting game because here you see like you have this tableau in the middle, right? It's kind of hard to see here. Can I do it? Yeah, I can make it larger. See? So you have like this tableau here, and I think these turn, and you can like get these dice and stuff, and then you build them up in your area here somehow. I don't quite 100% know how it works, but I like the design. The theme is pretty cool, right? It's like on the dance style of Gabaras. So very, very cool. I'm really excited. I hope I can get this. I also wrote Arcane Wonders if they can reserve a copy for me, but they haven't replied, so I will go there early as well. Then we have Rebel Princess 2. It's not really 2. This is like an expansion to the original Rebel Princess, an amazing game, and I would definitely get the expansion in German, of course, because it's not a solo game anyway, right? I can't show it off at the channel, but it's like one of my most favorite trick-taking games ever, Rebel Princess. I know they have more princesses and more round cards and stuff like that, so definitely want to get this. Then we have Shallow Sea. This is like a multi-layer puzzle board game. This is one I was a little bit conflicted on. Do I really want it? Because I have so many puzzle games already, but it's like a very cute theme, and the puzzle is quite interesting. This is like very, very intriguing. So I think I haven't written a mail to them yet. If I can like pre-order a copy, but I still have to do that. So that's on my list for today. Then next up we have Stonesaga. They will have limited copies at Spiel. I don't know if they actually sell them. I think you can only like demo them. But this is like a cooperative survival crafting game. And this looks pretty interesting here. And it kind of looks like what I hoped Paleo would be. But this one looks a little bit more involved, so definitely looking forward to that. It's like quite complex, I think. Yeah, it says a weight of 4 already, but how many people have voted? Yeah, only 4 people, so that's not really a metric to go by yet, but very interesting. I definitely want to like see if I can somehow demo that. Then we have Tenby. This is like it's like a card placement and drafting game. You're trying to like build the best Welsh seaside town. So I really like the theme. Like the artwork is also very nice. I like this. Oops. So you see, it's like very, very cool art style. And I have like written to them as well. So if I go there early, I should also get a copy there. Really looking forward to that. Then with Tic Tac Trek, another game by Alley Cat Games, which I already have here because I got a review copy. And a little spoiler, it's a really cool take on the Tic Tac Toe game. Very, very cool. I like this a lot. And I've even found a way to play this solo, so I will bring you a video to that game after Spiel, for sure. Then we have Timbertown, also by Alley Cat Games, and I also own that because they also sent me a review copy. They sent me like a little package with these 3 games, and this is like a game where you like play as beavers and you're like building up your town. There's like some interesting drafting and placement mechanisms. I haven't played it yet, but it looks very cool, and I love the theme. I just love beavers, some of my most favorite animals here, and looking forward to checking that out and bringing you a video, of course, right? Then we have Turnanog, Blessings and Burdens. You may remember my video on Turnanog, a game that I really enjoy. And this is like the expansion. I backed this on, was it Gamefund or Kickstarter? I think it was Kickstarter. And I will also get this hopefully quite soon. I put this here in must-have because I don't think you can get it at Spiel, but they have like new like modules that you can mix into the game, which is pretty cool. Not all of them support solo play, I think, all of these modules, but some of them. Then we have Vantage. I have brought a playthrough and a review to my channel already. I think the English version you should be able to get at Spiel in like limited quantities. This is a very, very great exploration game. I think this exactly is like the blueprint of how an exploration board game should be like, right? It's very well done. It has very few rules. It has so much replayability. It has a bit of story, but it's more about the exploration. So if you love exploration, this is great. You explore an entire planet, right? It's amazing. It's crazy. The Voynich Puzzle. The Voynich Puzzle is pretty cool because this is based on the Voynich manuscript, right? This is like this is like a manuscript that still hasn't been deciphered until today. There are like weird drawings in there and like weird like words in languages that nobody knows, right? And they made a board game from that, where you have like, I think 8 different sections. Can I see the entire game board here? Yeah, here, I think. Yeah, that's the game board, right? You have like 5 sections only. I thought it was 8, but it's like 5 sections, and like in each section you can like do stuff based on like a little book you have in your hand. But I don't see any pictures of that now. But you have like this little sleeve books where you can put pages in there, similar to Books of Time, and then you try to like solve this puzzle. And like the main thing is like this puzzle here in the middle, where like all players put their puzzle pieces in there. I've backed this on GameFound, and I have put the option to pick it up at Spiel, so I will be able to pick up my copy there. Really looking forward to that. This is probably the only like large and heavy game that I'm actually picking up. Everything else, as you could see, is like quite small. Then we have Wedding Seating Shard. This is a tactical game about seating guests at a wedding table. This is made by Igor Zuber. You may know a few games that I've showed off on the channel, or like I've talked about him at least on my channel several times. And this is like something he made for his own wedding, and now he like got a publisher. Maybe he's publishing this himself. I'm not quite sure, but I will meet him at Spiel, and he offered to give me a preview copy of this. So very much looking forward to that, because now you can also play it solo. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. I really like the art style of the cover. I think there are no other pictures here yet, no, but I really like this art style here. And yeah, looking forward to checking that out. Then we have Witchbound. I don't know if they will be at Spiel with the game, or if they will just demo it, or have like just they talk about it there, but I've backed this on GameFound, and I think it should arrive quite soon. So if it arrives in time for Spiel, then I will also include it in my unboxing for Spiel, because it's listed on the list here, right? It's like a solo game. You can also play it a 2-player account, and you have like a very big like an adventure story-driven game where like explore like loads of scenes. You interact with these scenes using skills that you acquire. There are like loads of like interactions and entries in the storybook. So yeah, looking forward to that. Last but not least, from must-have games is Zombie Princess. Rebel Princess was based on Hearts, and this one is the sequel, and that is based on Spades. So also based on a classic game. Really cool. Very much looking forward to that as well. It's now just all is like zombified, right? But they will only have the English version at Spiel, I think. So I will not get it at Spiel. I will just take a look at it. But I will get the German version when it releases. these are all the games that I must have for sure. And then, as you can see here, if I scroll down a bit, you see there are also like loads of games that I'm interested in. There are like a few things that I would like to highlight here without going into too much detail. Abroad has a pretty nice like travel theme. It seems a bit light for me, but that's something I definitely want to take a look at. A-List Dream is a game that is like very hot for a lot of people at the moment, I think. It's like a pretty cool theme. So looking forward to checking that out. Then Animal Rescue Team is something that is like very unknown at the moment, I think, but it's like a cooperative game with like a great theme again, right? Like rescuing animals and all that stuff. That's exactly my theme. Behind is quite interesting. They will have the German version there. I would like to get the English one, but it's like a kind of a puzzly game where you like have to like solve like scenes together, I think. So kind of cool. Between Light and Shadow, I already talked about that. There's the English version here. Actually, I mixed that up. I should have put the English version. Must have the German and interested. Bohemians has a cool theme because you like playing as artists in France, and it has like some pretty cool mechanisms. Burger Bros Blackjack, I would try to get a demo in for that. This is like a Blackjack version in the Burger Bros universe by Tim Fowers. Looking forward to that. Celestia Big Box, I always wanted to get Celestia, and now they have the Big Box, so I might see if I get that. Collect is an interesting card game by Simon. Because Simon hasn't been doing too well, so they might actually like be able to like with these small card games to kind of recover a little bit, which is nice. Coming of Age is very hot at the moment. It's it's like a coming of age board game, so to speak. Looks pretty interesting. The theme is kind of cool. I'm not like really hot on that like most people currently are, but I definitely want to check it out at least. Same thing with Critter Kitchen. I think it looks neat. I don't know how amazing it will be, but I definitely want to check that out. They're coming out with the German version for Compile, so want to check that out as well. Maybe I'll get a copy, maybe not. I would like to demo Distilled Cocktails because I love Distilled, but I don't know how much I need a cocktail theme expansion there. But I will definitely like try to get a demo in. Dorfmanik I like a lot, but it doesn't hit the table very often, and to have like a smaller travel version would be great. But I've already seen that there are no rail tracks anymore in here. No rivers. One of them. Like one of those two things isn't part of that anymore, which is kind of a shame. Also like Earth 2053, it's a great theme, right? You're trying to like prevent like nature going too bad, right? So that's going to be quite interesting. Echoes of Time looks very interesting regarding like mechanism and theme and everything. So I put this almost a must-have, but you can't play it solo. So yeah. Eternitium, there is like the expansion. I might take a look at that. Fathom is an game that I would really like to like learn more of. I couldn't like they're not demoing it this year, I think. So if I still have like a little bit of budget left, I might get it. I don't know. Small Fjords, this is like a game you can also play solo, I think. A small game also by Great Games, who had like this farmhand game that I was talking about. I would take a look at that. Forestry looks interesting regarding theme because you're like building up a forest, trying to like work on the equilibrium there, so to speak. So really look forward to that. And I think that's almost in there. Like just a few other games that look quite interesting. Is there something I should mention? Especially Kavango is not a new game, but I keep hearing it's a pretty good game. I got like an 8 already, so I might actually want to get this game as well. I'm not quite sure yet. I might have to put this to must-have. Let's see. Knitting Circle is the next game by AEG in the Calico universe. I have brought Calico to the channel, so I might also take a look at that. Kokeshi I've already played by Grand Gamers Guild. I think it's a decent game, but I'm not going to get it. But I would take a look at that. Still, you can play this on Vulcan Arena at the moment, and it's not bad. What else do we have? I think we're almost done. Movie Tricks is like a trick-taking game with a few interesting mechanisms a lot of people are interested in. I'm also interested in Nice to Know Animals. This sounds a little bit weird, but it seems like a pretty neat nature game where you can actually also learn quite a bit, right? It has some educational value. I think that's not too bad. What else do we have? I think Sanctuary, of course, right? people keep talking about that. I will take a look at that at least. And then of course Schnitt, yeah, by Botan Raccoon. This is like a word game where you're trying to I think like group words together, find something common between these words. That you can also play the solo, but I think they will only release this in German at the moment. So I don't know. I might still get a copy because it looks kind of interesting, but I don't think they will release it in English yet. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Yeah, Moon-based Shackleton. I keep hearing about that, so I might take a look at that. Synchro Horizon. This was on GameFund or Kickstarter, like on crowdfunding. Looked kind of interesting as well. So if they have it there, I might take a look at that one as well. And also Valheim, the board game. I haven't played the video game too much, but I think I will still take a look at that. They will demo that game there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, this that concludes like the games that I'm most anticipating for Spiel this year. As you can see, like very few larger games. Most of them are quite smaller card games, smaller puzzle games, lots of solo stuff. So yeah, that's just like the games that I like. I also play large games, long and big and complex games. I play pretty much everything, but I usually like the more approachable games that you can play in 30 to 60 minutes. Can get to the table easily, but have like a lot of depth, right? That are like elegant, like small rules overhead, but a lot of depth and strategy and tactics. So yeah, this is like the kind of games that I'm looking forward to this year. So yeah, that was my anticipated games list. A few small things at the end. So first of all, let me know in the comments which games you're anticipating, and also if you will be at Spiel. You can meet me at Spiel if you find me there. This time I'm easier to spot because I do have my lanyard with Sir Thecos on it, so you will be able to spot me easier. And I'm like probably one of the few guys actually walking around in a shirt and a tie, so you will see me there. So yeah, looking forward to meeting you there. And if you meet me there and say hi to me, you can also get a lanyard if you want to. I bring a few extra, so you can also grab yourself one when you actually meet me there. So that'd be kind of cool. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching and for sticking to the very end. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support, especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The biggest thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that, I really appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, support me on Patreon, and join my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.